both players are on the same seed and ready. Let's get them counted down for game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let's see. Layla going for a couple of pushdown points immediately. Peter just letting the pieces come to him. It's fine. Who cares? Let's introduce our players. On the left-hand side, we have got LaylaIrish, a hybrid player with a personal best of 994,000. Chronic Maxout choker, and I think that personal best kind of proves that point. Also, currently in a little bit of trouble. A little bit high up, needed the longbar, but unfortunately had to shut the well. And this is really not a good board state to be in. And it's actually going to top out at 24,000 points, giving Peter game number 1 with 70,000 points. A gift, if you will. Both players on the same seed. Both players are ready, so let's get them counted down for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I can finish what I was talking about. Is from Ireland, is LaylaIrish, if you can believe it. On the right-hand side, we've got PeterTheChair, a DAS player from the United States of America, has a personal best of 855,000 points. Is expected to win this game, but the margin based on the ELO is quite tight. It is 51.9% chance that Peter wins this game. So truly anything can happen here. And, you know, what a good matchup this is. We've got Peter, the consistency demon, and Layla, the Maxout choker. I could not have dreamt of a better matchup here. These two players have met each other before, twice actually, according to the ELO. Both in Silver 75, where Peter took one... hang on. Layla in a little bit of trouble, needs to get something over right and just can't do it, and it's going to top out at 53,000 points, giving PeterTheChair game number 2. It's nerves. Shake it off. Shake it off. Do a little dance. But as I was saying, these players have met each other twice in... Okay, both players on the same seed. Both players ready, and I'm assuming on level 18. Let's get them counted down for game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Peter up 2-0. This is, of course, a best of 7. So let's see what happens. Both players, no initial problems on the stack. Layla with the first Tetris on the board, Peter following it up. But Layla will lead by 1 Tetris early on. A couple of unfortunate pieces for both players, but both dealing with it quite nicely. Layla will get another Tetris, putting her A few in the lead, currently at 74 to Peter's 39. It seems like we're out of the woods for early top outs. Peter getting a couple of Tetrises, Layla getting a Tetris. Layla staying ahead. Peter's board with a couple of holes in it, but nothing that he can't deal with. Nice dirty Tetris from Layla. It's kind of a do or die situation there, that very quickly formed. And, you know, we're seeing a real divergence in strategy here between Layla and Peter. Peter likes to stay safe. If the board gets up too high, he will start burning. Layla, when she sees a Tetris, she will go for it. And keep going for it and keep pushing for it. And, you know, both strategies have their merits. Peter is very consistent. Oh, hi, Ashley. Welcome in. Alright, the well is closed for Layla, but gets the dirty Tetris. And is very far ahead Peter right now. Currently, Layla at 281,000 points to Peter's 199. We're at the halfway point, so we can expect a high 500k transition from Layla, and sort of a middling 400k from Peter. Matchup, almost the best. Also lurked while eating food, but back to fully watching now. Hell yeah! I saw your name in the chat. Just to let you know that IRL word thing, that's over now. It's for a stream. Because there ain't no way I'm not saying Tetris for the rest of the day. Peter's in trouble. The board is starting to spiral a little bit out of control. Needs something for the right-hand side. Is getting a couple of good burns. But the stack is remaining high, and it's giving Layla the opportunity here to continue building on this lead. As we approach the Joey Parker turn, of course, 100 lines, where players need to start thinking about the 19 transition, which will be rapidly approaching for both our players. LaylaIrish, wow, thank you, Brain. Layla having a couple of unfortunate pieces there, which is going to cause her to have to hold off on getting a Tetris for a little while. Unfortunately, had no real place for that S piece. Mr. Jack, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing okay. And there's a dirty Tetris for Layla. Peter's getting a little bit high, and I think that's going to be it for Peter at 255,000 points, giving Layla game number 3. And her first point. All right, both players on the same seed. Both players ready for what I'm assuming will be another 18 start. Unless I'm told otherwise. Let's get going for game number 4 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, welcome in, Gert, who says SMC action. Grabs popcorn. Yeah, have some popcorn, have some, I don't know, Doritos. What do people eat during sporting events? I eat carrots and hummus. Specifically for, like, sports, you know, for Tetris, which is a sport. Love me some carrots and hummus for that. It's like, because You know, you want a snack while watching the sports, but you don't want it to be like a heavy snack, you know, because you want to be able to jump up and cheer. Good choice. Hummus is goated. I like the flavored hummuses. Like I'll be fine with like plain hummus, you know, but flavored stuff like the sweet chili, that stuff pops off, right? It slaps. Anyway, I should stop talking about hummus and start talking about the sub Maxout Cup that's happening. Currently, we've got Layla with 96,000 points and Peter with 37,000 points. And once again, Layla taking an early lead here. Peter's board was looking a little bit in disarray earlier on, but it has got it back to a nice right well. He gets a couple of Tetrises for his efforts. You're a plain enjoyer? It's totally fair. Like, I'll accept it. I'll eat it. And I'll enjoy it still. But, you know, add a bit of flavoring in that, and oh, you've got me. Misses the S spin, does Peter. It's going to cause a little bit of more pace drop from him. But we'll get the well open and just now needs to wait for the longbar, but looks like could be getting droughted. Longbar eventually comes, and a Tetris for both players. The more garlic, the better for me. Oh yeah, I love garlic. Garlic is great. I put garlic in, like, pretty much everything I cook has, maybe too much garlic. And, like, the one downside is that my fingers always smell like garlic, from chopping it up. And no matter how much I wash my hands, I can't, like, you can't get the smell of garlic out of your hands. It's awful. Layla holding on to about 100,000 point lead here. We're nearing the halfway point, and Layla is at 288 to Peter's 173. So it's looking like Layla could be looking at a high 500, low 600 transition here. Alice, what is your food hot take? Okay, my hot take is that everyone is correct. Hawaiian pizza sucks. It is not the pineapple's fault. Okay? If Hawaiian, instead of having ham, had, I don't know, proper, like, bacon or, like, chunks of pork, it would be so much better. The pineapple itself is fine. And also, one of the most goated, because, like, sweet and salty, it's wonderful. That's my food hot take. If other people have food hot takes, do let me know. Oh, Layla's board getting a little bit high up. Needs a couple of good pieces to try and burn this back down. Could do with an L or a J or a longbar, just anything to try and get this down. The L piece is really going to help out here. The board is going to stay a little bit too high for comfort. That longbar's going to help. The S-spinner's S-piece is going to get the right side open. And Layla is out of the woods for now. Still has the lead at 360,000 points, but that S-spire in the middle is looking a little bit spicy, a little bit scary. Peter's board, on the other hand, is looking nice and clean, building one from the bottom. So dusty, but eventually digs that back out and could be going for a center wall Tetris. With that square piece will be set up, and the longbar comes right afterwards. So gets the center wall Tetris. Love to see it. Layla's board back down to sanity and can start building 4 Tetrises again. We're near the transition. Way past the Joey Parker turn. We've got Layla with 399 and Peter with 325. So Layla losing a lot of pace to that mid-game dig. but even still is ahead of Peter. Transitions does Layla at 4:24. I adore Pineapple in general, so I respect this take. Hell yeah, Pineapple is great. Peter transitions 3:75. Now this is going to come down to who can play 19 for longer, and crucially, who can play it better and more efficiently. Let's see. As a Tetris for Layla. Peter going left well, which is an interesting take. But is instead going to simply take the single to try and probably do a well transfer back over to the right. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Layla's keeping it clean on the right-hand side. Is set up for the Tetris, waiting on the long bar. Where is that long bar? There it is. 5:23 for Layla, 3:95 for Peter. Peter needs to pick the pace up a little bit at this point. Oh, but that long bar hang is going to be a little bit challenging for Peter. Needs to get something over right, left, can't do it, and is going to top out at 3:97. Layla, you are good at 5:55. If you would like to play this one out, you're more than welcome to. But that evens out the set. 2-all. Alright, both players ready, both on the same seed. So let's get them counted down for game number 5 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Right, let's see, the set is tied at the moment, 2-2. Both players needing 2 wins to make it through. Let's see what happens. Both no early trouble on either player's board. Just kind of keeping it clean. Layla dependent on the J piece, but gets it. My goat, the J piece always comes. It's the L piece that has issues, you know. Players neck and neck currently. 71 to Layla, 72 to Peter. There it is. Tetris staying neck and neck, just separated by a single. Can never remember which is the J and which is the L. Well, I can on level 18. The L is blue, the J is red. On the other levels, I don't know, I hold my fingers out if I'm restreaming, genuinely, to do the left-right thing. Same with S and Z. I just call them all S's. Nobody's picked me up on it, so, you know, it's fine. Was that an S spin or a Z spin? I don't know, I'm just going to call it an S spin, you know? It's fine. If we flip them, they are the same piece. We have been played for absolute fools, calling them S and Z. The same piece. It's fine. Squiggly spin. It's like that one Colachuma sketch from, like, ancient times with the Tetris god. Squiggly! Both players staying neck and neck. There's really not much to commentate on here. Both on very nice pace here. Actually, Peter looking like is actually ahead by 1 Tetris. Maybe Skug... Or how would you even pronounce that? I'm not even going to try. reverse squiggly. Yeah, well, that's where it gets me, you know? Like, which is reverse squiggly and which is squiggly? I don't know, somebody who doesn't have dyslexia will probably have a bit of an easier time telling the pieces apart, but L's, J's, S, C's, they all look the same to me. And the only way I can play is with, like, color, and I really struggled during AIE with the black and white monitors, because I really had to think about it. See, we're past the halfway point. Both players looking able to get a 300k transition if they keep this pace. Sorry, a 600k transition if they keep up this pace. However, Peter in a little bit of a dig sequence right now, whereas Layla is not. And so Layla actually able to start building a lead after a tie game for most of this game. Peter is clean, but is now one Tetris behind. A couple of Tetrises for Layla. The Jerry Parker turn, we've got Layla at 461,000 points and Peter at 225. A little bit of a hole in the stack for Peter, a little bit high up. It's pretty close to transition, not really what you want to see, but is getting it burned out. That L piece is really going to help out. And is open for the Tetris whenever the long bar arrives. Long bar dependency forming for Layla, needs that long bar. Is set up for the dirty Cinnamon Tetris, but is instead just going to burn it down. Keeping it safe, is 2 lines away from transition here. So really trying to keep it safe. Peter's board looking a little bit holy and a little bit scuffed. Is going to need to get this burn down. Layla transitions to 524. Peter 467. And it looks like it's going to be it for Peter at 467, giving game number, what are we on, 5 to Layla, who is currently at 541. Peter asking for a 12 start, maybe hoping for seatbelt strats. Both players on the same seed. Both players ready for game number 6. Let's get it going in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Seatbelt strats is this term that was around when I was playing in CTL all the way back in 2019. And it described the practice of like having a game on 18 and then switching it back to level 12. Which can sometimes mess players up because it's such a drastic speed difference. And so it's almost like when you're in a car and they brake too fast and you like slam against your seatbelt. Not seen as commonly now because we don't really have 12 and 18 starts in the same div anymore. Like it's usually you can have 15, 18, or 12 and 15, but I think the one div where you can have a 12, all of the starts is bronze. And I think I still did it in bronze a couple of times. Anyway, both players getting started, no immediate problems, both players staying neck and neck here. 62 to 62. And Peter actually going perfect. Hasn't taken a single burn yet. Oh, well, okay, right as I say that, takes a burn. How could you? I love the level 19, the level 12 color scheme. It's very calming, very pastel. Is this best of 7? It is indeed best of 7. Or first of 4. So Layla currently is on match point. So Peter looking to win this match to force a decider. Layla, I mean, at this point, probably wanting the set to be over, so really wants to win it. Because see, here's the thing, right? Like, best of 7, love it, they're fun, they're a little bit more forgiving. It's also a lot of Tetris to play in one session, you know? Alright, Peter pulling ahead of Layla here. Currently at 158 to Layla's 94. Layla currently long bar dependent is going to plug it with a L piece. Now is in full down stacking mode, looking for an L or a J for a dirty Tetris, but instead just burns it down. I was really committed to that other dirty Cinewell setup, but I mean, the pieces just aren't quite working out for Layla. And is going to say, fuck it, I'm burning all the way back down to the bottom. Because at a certain point, you can only push a dirty Centerwell so far. But this slowdown in pace has allowed Peter to take a almost 100,000 point lead, which he will extend even further with that Tetris. 223 right now to Peter, 124 to Layla. But Layla is back in fighting shape, and Peter's board is actually starting to break down now. So it's a reversal of the roles in this set so far, in this match so far. Sorry. Let's see how long it takes Peter to get out of the set, and also crucially, if Layla can build up for a Tetris while this is happening, gets one. 161 for Layla, 229 for Peter. We're approaching the transition to level 13 shortly. Layla actually almost 10 lines ahead of Peter, so his lead is actually stronger than what it may seem simply from score total. Because we'll have the pace lead over Layla. A couple of unfortunate pieces there for Layla. Also for Peter, both have been stuck in this situation. Could be in a drought, actually. Layla's board is getting a little bit high up. Peter is set up for a dirty Centerwell Tetris, but the long bar just isn't coming. It's going to plug it with an S piece. Unfortunately, it's only good for a dirty triple as that long bar. Layla's very high up here. He's getting some good pieces to try and burn this down. Finally gets a Tetris. And another long bar to burn it all the way back down. A little bit heart rate raising there. Peter waiting on a center world Tetris. Just waiting on that long bar. Layla's board climbing. Peter staying a little bit closer to the bottom. Needs to get the long bar over. Gets it over for the Tetris. 234 to Layla. 287 for Peter. So Peter holding on to this lead right now. Layla's about to transition to level 16 or 18 speeds. 260. And Peter's already at 306 at level 15, so Layla's got a lot of pace to grab back here. I think this is all going to be decided in 19 play at this point. A little bit of a dependent board for Layla is going to throw that long bar over to the left. It's now ready for the Tetris whenever another one arrives. And it's just not coming. Another drought for Layla, but there it is. And another Tetris. Peter transitions to level 16, 352. Layla transitions to level 19, 344. Still behind Peter's score here, who is currently at 397. Let's see what Layla can do on level 19. Layla's one of those players that can sometimes just randomly pop off on level 19, so let's see what happens. Peter's ready for a oh, no, wasn't ready for a Tetris. Has a hole in the middle of the stack. All right, Peter transitions to level 19, 437. Layla's board looking a little bit Swiss cheesy. Needs to get this burnt down and needs to get it burnt down rather efficiently if she wants to beat Peter in this match. And it's just not looking like it's going to happen. The pieces that Layla's getting are just not being very kind. Needs to get something over left and needs to get it over now, and it's just not going to happen. Layla's going to top out at 410, giving game number 6 to Peter and forcing a, say it with me, decider. Or, because Layla's here, a Shamrock Showdown. Think we're good? Okay. Who's ready for the decider, or because Layla's here, the Shamrock Showdown? Does anyone have deja vu? Anyway, let's get it counted down in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I'm so sorry. All of the squeaks of my microphone stand came through, and I'm sorry. Well, let's see. Both. I was about to say both players starting out well, but a couple of situations on Peter's board, and Layla's well is shut. Needs something for that right hand side to get this back open. actually kind of needs a long bar. Looks like could be getting droughted early on. He's going to plug it with a J piece. On the other side, we've got Peter kind of down stacking. It's also long bar dependent in the center. So just waiting on that long bar. It's like a pretty unfortunate set of starting pieces. I mean, who knew a bad seed on my channel? Crazy. Never happens. Alright, let's see. Layla is clean, ready for the Tetris, although needs something for that left-hand side and is going to have to block off the well while she tries to find it. Is now, I mean, double long bar dependent. Is getting some pieces to plug this up, but I mean, the seed has just been brutal for both these players. Peter is finally managing to get near the bottom of the board and can hopefully start setting up for Tetrises. Finally, Layla gets that long bar dependency filled in. And Peter is ready for a Tetris, gets it, and will take the lead. But this has definitely been a suffer game for both players so far. Oh, hang on. My internet has died. Whoa, 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 hang on. There we go, we're back. Sorry about that. My internet had one of its silly, goofy moments. Alright, let's see. A little bit of a score update. We've got Layla with 74,000 points to Peter's 92. So Peter with about a 1 Tetris lead. But crucially, Peter's board is clean and ready for the Tetris whenever the long bar comes. There it is. So he's going to take a further Tetris lead. Layla finally clean once as well. Looking for that long bar. There it is. Finally gets a Tetris of her own as well. And we're now tied. However, it's worth noting that Layla is ahead in line, so Peter actually has a slight pace lead, although Peter's board now in a little bit of trouble. And oh no! A couple of misdrops for Peter is going to cause him to top out at 123,000 points. It's sad that you topped out, but that's a very satisfying top-out score. It could only be better if it was 5, 6, 7, 8. Layla is going to get game number 7 and the match. Congratulations, Layla. Commiserations, Peter.
Hello there.
Thank you very much for the follow, False Minute. There is another match happening in 10 minutes. And I'm unsure if to... Yeah, I'm just going to keep the stream going. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to keep the stream going. So stick around. We've got a match coming in 10 minutes. See them.